All right, everybody. Episode 3 of my little podcast show that I'm doing this week, just to give people an opportunity to, just take their mind off of their problems and issues this week. I just wanted to have boxers as guests for the show. So for episode 3, we have a young prospect, super lightweight division. His name is Daiyaan Butt. He's 5-0. With 3 knockouts. So we're going to learn more about him, how he got into boxing and all, his amateur career, and also his very unique group that he has with training and all. So we're going to wait for Daiyaan to connect, and we will get going. Daiyaan, I see you're on. Just request to be on the live feed. All right, here we go. Hey man, what's up? What's going on?
What's up, bro? How are you?
Good. How's everything going with the virus and all? Have you been keeping fit and all?
I've been working out, but I need my barbershop to open. My hair and my beard is out of control.
I know, it sucks. It's crazy. If I know anyone that's cutting, I'll definitely be sure to pass them to you.
Sounds good, man. Yeah, I've been working out, hitting the bag. We're supposed to fight June 19th from the card on March 27th, so I've been staying in shape.
Okay, yeah, I can't imagine how mad you were because this is like fight week, so you should be ready to go and stuff. Yeah, it must suck big time.
Tomorrow will be weigh-ins.
Yeah, I know, it sucks. I was actually gonna work the card too because I usually help Raging Babe at times too. So I was actually at the Pelts card. I was working the gloves when after you get your hand signed and all, you come down and get the gloves. So I'm the one that hands the gloves out. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a packed card too. I was so excited. It was a real good
Oh my
card.
God, yeah. So it sounds like everyone's on the card. So I'm hoping everybody is on there because it's an action-packed card for sure.
It's stacked. Yeah, the whole card I think is still the same. I think we still got
awesome.
all the same opponents and all that too.
Okay, cool. All right, so I don't know if you heard earlier in the other show. So I had Stephen Fulton, Chenard, and
Yeah, my boy.
Jerome Conquest. Yeah, so it's gonna be like similar questions and all too. And then you could do shout-outs or talk about whatever you want to talk about, too, at the end, all right?
Cool.
All right, cool. So I usually like to do, like, an intro. So I first met Daiyaan. I went to a Parks Casino fight on June 19th. He fought against T-Von Young.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was a third-round knockout. So, like, we didn't really say much, but I was like, hey, man, that was an awesome knockout and all. Then I always kept in touch with you, too, just to see how you're doing fighting and all. And you've been just kicking ass and taking names. So it's been
so good.
Yeah, it's been good. All right, so I'm going to jump in the questions, too. So the first question is, what part of Philly are you from?
I'm from all over Philadelphia. I was born in L.A. And then
Okay.
Yeah, I was born in L.A., but I'm L.A. born, Philly raised. I was like all over Philadelphia. When we first came to Philly, I can't remember the place, but it was near Manny. It wasn't Manny Young, but it was near Manny Young. And then after that, we went to Rising Sun, then North Philly, then West Philly, Overbrook. Right now I live in the Delaware County. I'm all over Philadelphia.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, yeah. Was it like the Roxborough area? Does that sound
It wasn't Roxborough. It was close to Roxborough. I can't remember it. I really can't remember the name. We were only there for like a very short amount of time.
Gotcha.
It was near Manny Young, though.
Gotcha. All right.
I think it might have been Kelly Drive.
Kelly Drive? Okay, yeah. Okay. And then what age did you start boxing at?
I started boxing. Well, I always wanted to box. I took it serious when I was like 15, maybe 16. But I started boxing when I was like a little kid, maybe 10, 11. But I wasn't really like boxing. I was just hitting the bag and messing around. But when I was like 16 is when I took it serious.
Oh, okay. And then I just want to jump into amateurs too. So like I know like on your resume you fought Devin Haney, which was really cool. What was that?
Yeah, I fought him when I had 5 fights. So like the thing was like at the U.S. Nationals, once you go to the Nationals, you automatically turn open. So I had 5 fights at the time when I fought him. I lost. I think it was a split. It was like a 3-2 decision.
Oh, wow.
That was cool.
Wow.
He could fight. I'm gonna give him his credit. He could definitely fight. He's definitely doing his thing now. But with only 5 fights and he came out with a 3-2 decision. So that's when I actually started taking boxing more serious. I was like, damn, I really do belong here. because I'm a kid with 5 fights, and I think he was like #1 in the youth world at
Oh
the
yeah,
time. Like he
yeah,
had
he
like
was really
70,
big.
80 fights. Yeah, he was making a lot of noise. He was just there with Shakur and all that too. So when I
Yeah.
fought him, it made me see where I was at my boxing skills.
Right. Okay. So how many fights total were we talking that you did amateurs, and was that Haney fight the one that you just really needed to know that you can go pro?
I had about like 25. No, no more than 25. I didn't have any at all. I barely had more because I was always like I wasn't consider. I was in the gym, but I honestly don't even know why I didn't have that many fights. I just had 25 fights, and then yeah, when I fought Devin Haney, that's when it really started to click. I said, man, I should really just focus, put my head down, and take this seriously. Then I came to Chino a year later, and then that's when most of my fights were with Chino, and then Chino turned me pro after that.
Oh, nice. All right.
Because Chino's like, you got really more of a professional style. You like to pick your shots and set it up. I'm like, yeah, I don't like that amateur throw a million punches in the first second.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. No. Like I think that was like your third fight at Parks or fourth. When I saw you back in June, and like again, like I told Chenard, I'm not like a boxing like scout or anything, but like I kind of have, because I'm a huge boxing fan. Like the way your style is, like I could tell that you're definitely going to be like something, because like you're just like your style and your swagger and stuff. Yeah, I
Thank
mean,
you. I
and you're
appreciate
very
that.
aggressive.
Thank
Oh,
you.
yeah, for sure.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, dude. No worries. So my next question. So your pro debut is actually really cool. So it was on Evander Holyfield's card at
Yeah, yeah,
the
yeah.
AC Boardwalk Hall. You fought against Samuel Forjo. So
Yeah,
that was on.
he was huge. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The bodybuilder dude.
Oh, yeah, really.
Yeah, he was huge.
And so that was in 2018. So I usually like to ask this because like a lot of people, obviously my followers, they don't fight. So I wanted to go into like, what were your nerves like for your first pro fight? Like, were you calm, or did you have like chills? Were you like nervous about to get in the ring in AC?
I I tell everybody this: if you don't have nerves, you're not human.
Right.
But like the best part about the whole, obviously besides the fighting part, is the walkout. When you start walking out, you see everybody that come there support you. That was really like that was probably the most like when you get like those hairs stick up on your arm,
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that.
The
But like when
goosebumps.
then you get those, yeah, you get that little goosebumps and the butterflies. But when the bell rings, it all goes away. It's like you focus on nobody but your corner. I heard nobody but Chino in my corner. That's it. I
Wow.
couldn't hear anybody else. It was just tunnel vision locked in. Cause like at the end of the day, it's my career. And this is what I'm prepared for. This is my 9 to 5 job. So I'm focused on my opponent. I'm not focused on nobody outside. I'm not focused on the crowd, the camera. Like, yeah, you can hear people saying, come on, do this and that, but it just brushes right by you. But all you hear is just locked in on my corner.
Right. Okay. Wow. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, because like I can't imagine. I mean, obviously, I've never been in the ring, so I always think it's pretty dope to hear the experience that like some fighters still get nerves and stuff, but it's all normal. Yeah, that's actually
Yeah, if you don't
cool.
have nerves, you're not human. You better have some nerves. You better have some nerves.
Yeah, I know. Or you're just a damn robot just going in there.
Exactly. You gotta be fluid. You gotta have nerves. If you don't have nerves, I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Cause
Um.
you don't want to be too calm. If you're too calm, you get caught
Oh
slacking.
yeah. Yeah. Oh, for sure. So obviously, you are undefeated. So
Yes,
I wanted
sir.
to ask you. So, your first two fights went by unanimous decision, and then your
Yeah.
last three have been knockouts. So is that just a coincidence, or did you feel more comfortable going into your third fight and you started letting your hands go, or do you still have the same script and all, just to go in and fight?
I feel like it's a mix of everything. Like my first two opponents, I could have easily knocked them out, but it was a mix of nerves and just getting my feet wet. But
Right.
once I started fighting, like obviously the more you fight, the better competition you fight. And I realized that the better competition I fight, the better I look. It's like Deontay Wilder. When Deontay Wilder fights a high composition, he looks good. But when he fights like a bum, like he doesn't do what he should do.
Right.
So every time I was supposed to step up in competition, I disposed of them and did what I had to do. And then it's just a little bit of learning more, confidence, putting my boxing belt and believe in yourself. Once you start believing in yourself, it's game over. Because that's what boxing really is the mental game. The fighting part's easy. The mental game is the hardest part.
Right.
The mental
And
game is the
then,
hardest part.
oh yeah, of course. Now, of course, having an undefeated record. Do you ever have that in the back of your head, like I gotta keep it going, or do you just say fuck the record, I'm gonna go in there and scrap?
Yeah, I'm not into the record thing. I feel like boxing became more of a business now. It's like, I'll
Right.
pad my record, but just because you're undefeated doesn't mean you're the greatest. You could be undefeated and fight 10 tomato cans or 20 bums, but then you can have a guy like Gabe Rosado. Look at his record. His record's
Oh
not
yeah,
good, but he's fighting
yeah. He
top
just
of the
fights
top, the best of
anybody.
the best. And people still want to watch him because he's putting on a show, he's putting on a fight. That's what boxing's about. Boxing's not about padding your record and staying undefeated. It's about the best fighting the best. You know, like look at LeBron James. He's one of the best ever in the NBA, and he has lost. He's been to the championships how many times, and how many times did he lose it? He won 3 and lost the rest. He's still one of the best.
Right. Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, cool. Because I've always wanted to know that because I know like Floyd's like one of the best fighters in the game, but like I feel like a lot of boxers like when they take that first L, they're always like fuck. I think it's over, but like. I kind of just want to see everyone just like fight and brush off that like first or second loss. I mean, look at Tevin. Tevin was like 1-4 or 2-4,
Yeah.
and then he became a champion. Like
I feel like people are too focused on because everybody looks at Floyd and everyone wants to I want to get paid, I want to stay undefeated,
right,
but they need to realize the money's gonna come. You just gotta stay focused. You just gotta perform your best because people are gonna be out there want to watch you. You know, there's always people watching at the fights, and you might lose a fight, but you might put up a good fight, and then people are like, "Oh man, that kid can fight." They want to come watch you.
right, exactly. Okay, and then my next question. So somebody in your age and also being a young boxer, you have an amazing support group with like your trainers because you have Coach Chino, who obviously
Yeah,
is the same trainer as Tevin Farmer
yes,
and
sir.
Jason Sosa, and then Victor Padilla is a nice prospect, Stevie
And Steven
Ortiz.
Ortiz, yeah,
So
Steven
like
Ortiz, the
I
main
feel
event.
like if yes, and then I feel like if your ego gets too high, they would smack you around a little bit, or like even if you get down on
Hell yeah,
yourself, everyone's
they're like my
always going to
brothers.
be there for you.
They're like Tevin and Sosa and Stevie. They're all older than us, so they're like our big brothers, and they try to make sure we do the right things. We're not goofing off, and they give
Right.
us advice inside and outside the ring. You know, they're like people you can look up to, and it's a family knit unit. So if you have somebody that's like you're always gonna trust your brothers, and so they always tell me what to do and how to
Awesome.
work on different things. So it's always a good support system we got.
Oh yeah, for sure. And then like I always see you guys like just no matter who's fighting, everyone's always there. Whether it's the front row, whether it's out in LA, like everyone's always
Oh
there to
yeah,
just come out
we
and show out.
we
Yeah,
we pull up in like squad D. When we went to
I
LA,
love it.
almost all of us went. We all went. We all walked the Sosa out and everything. Then for Tevin's
Yeah,
fight, we always when we can we all go out to his fights and all that.
I
Yeah, it's
love
like
it.
a family knit unit. So, yeah, I love
Oh,
it, man. It's a family. I
it's
got
great.
real lucky with the team I have because
Oh,
it's
hands
really
down.
a family knit unit. It's crazy. I don't know how many times I can say that because you can't really find a team or a coach that will really treat you like family. Like Chino, he'll let us stay in his house. He'll buy us meals. He looks out for us like a pop. So
That's
that's why we
awesome.
call him Pop.
That's awesome. Yeah. And now, were they with you for your first pro fight, or
Yeah.
or did they join you like a little bit after amateurs?
So I came to Chino like a year before I turned pro, and me and Chino we went to it was me, Victor, and another guy from our team, Mark. And so we went to the Sugar Burnt Nationals. We won that. Then we went to the Golden Glove. Chino took me and Victor to a bunch of tournaments right before we turned pro. And then Victor turned pro, and then I think he turned pro 2017 December, and then 2018 of June I turned pro.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I had a couple. I had like 10, 11 amateur fights with Chino.
Oh, wow. Okay. And then, so my next question, I usually like to ask this. So like it seemed like a lot of the young guys, they can eat whatever they want, but as long as they work out. So I wanted to learn about your workout regimen and like, do you cut certain foods out, or are you like Shinard and Stephen Fulton, where you can eat whatever you want, but as long as you work it out?
I eat what I want as long as I'm working out. But at the end of the day, you gotta know your body wants certain things. Like, yeah, you can eat what you want, but what if you're eating something that's not gonna fill your body? You know, I like to keep my diet clean because a happy body is a good body. Like
Right.
after my workouts, I like to eat some good chickens or steaks or vegetables. I try to stay away from like the bad stuff like sugars and all that. I feel like it
Okay.
makes you it slows you down and makes you sugar. Gotta go inside.
All
So
right.
it's sugary and all that.
I got you. All right, and then my last question for you. So once the coronavirus hopefully ends soon,
Hope
we're all
soon.
hoping for that to get back to boxing and all. So what's your plans for the rest of the year? So like I know you got the Philly special June 19th, which is going to be amazing. But what other things are you looking to do? Are you looking to do like 3 or 4 more fights after?
I'm
Like
trying
what do
to
you have
fight
planned?
every day if I can. If I can fight every day, I will fight every day. I'm supposed to have, by now I'm 5-0 now. I should be like 8-9-0, but I
Right.
had a lot of opponents pull out and fights fall through. My last fight was September. I was supposed to fight in November. Opponent didn't pull out.
Damn, it
I was supposed
sucks.
to fight December. Then again, they said no. They turned me down. Then I was supposed to fight in January, but that January was on me. Tino then went to Miami for a test fight. It was the
Right.
day
Yeah.
after, so I was like, I'm not trying to do that one. January now this one. So we were supposed to fight March 27th, and after that, we were supposed to fight May 15th at the card.
Oh, at
Um,
Parks, you were actually going to be on that
yeah,
card. Oh, okay.
I was going
Wow.
to be
Yeah,
March
it's a
and May, and
quick
then
turnaround.
yeah. But now this is pushing us all back, so we got 5 months really after the June 19th special, the Philly special. So I'm trying to be as active as possible.
I
I
hear
want
you.
to get signed to go promotion. I want to be active. I want to because this is my livelihood, it's my career. So I
Right.
can't
Yeah.
make money if I'm just sitting down not fighting. I'm
Yeah.
trying to
When
be
I
as
was
active as possible.
oh yeah, when I was talking to Conquest yesterday, so he's actually going to be on that card on
Yeah.
May 15th, and he said that his promoter, I guess like this was like before they started shutting down stuff. They asked him if he felt comfortable fighting in an empty arena, and he was like, hell no, because like you guys make money off of them ticket sales too, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah, we
So,
make money off ticket sales. Not only that, like you never know who's in the crowd. What if
oh
there's
yeah,
somebody that's a good scout or who has good connections and he comes up to you and say, "Hey man, I seen your fight, but now you're not gonna get that opportunity because he's not gonna be there."
yeah. I mean, like if I was like any of the other fighters, I would say hell no, because like you actually need that money, you need the support, because like even though um, you guys act like you don't hear the crowd, but like I know that you hear you're a boy in the crowd trying
Yeah,
to give
yeah,
that extra push and stuff. Yeah, so
yeah, and then
that
and
would
then
have
not
really
only that,
sucked.
like when you don't got ticket sales, like for example, my one fight, I sold all the tickets and then I had to get my refunds 'cause I wasn't fighting, so like, it kind of hurts you a little bit not having people in the crowd, not like a little bit mentally, but then when you don't have anybody in the crowd, they're not gonna come to your next fight, because when people see you win your last fight, they let me come to this one, let me come to this one. But when there's a little gap in between, it kind of hurts the fan sales and your mental stability.
Right. So just to follow up on that, so if everything's cleared up, would you want to fight on that card at Parks May 15th, or do you think your mind wouldn't be right because you're so focused on the Philly special at the moment?
We already talked about that with Chino, and then we're just gonna stick with June, the
You're
Philly
stick with
special
June?
right now. Yeah, I was already committed to Michelle Rosado and Mr. Pelt, so
Cool.
we're already sticking to that fight. Because what if something had I get a cut or something and I
Right.
can't
Yeah.
fight?
That's the truth.
So they already got my word. My word's my bond. So
Awesome.
they have my word. So I'm gonna fight stick on this show.
Cool. All right. So for everyone listening, I saw like a couple people asking about Philly special. So it's June 19th. Action pack card. Dion's on the card. Also his teammate. I guess I'd
Our whole
say.
gym is on the card. Our whole
Yeah,
gym is
yeah.
on the card.
Literally, his whole gym's on the card. The main event: Stevie Ortiz defending his PA heavyweight title. You got Christian Carto making his first return back.
Yes, sir.
It's gonna be a one hell of a night. You do not want to miss it. I'm sure once everything gets a hold of itself with the coronavirus, Raging Babe, who I'm gonna have on tomorrow as a guest, she'll be talking about that as well too.
Yes, you don't want to miss this one. June 19th, you don't want to miss it.
Yep, do not want to miss it. And D does not disappoint the way he fights. Trust me, his last 3 fights, the people have been sleeping. So
It's not making it past the third round. You heard it here first.
not making
Nope,
it past the
not.
first.
No, I'm too strong, too big for these guys at 140.
He's too strong. All right, well, I'm gonna let you go. Thank you so much for coming on as a guest. I
Thanks
really
for having me.
appreciate it. Oh yeah, sure, it's not a problem. I was glad to have you. All right, Day. I'll see you in June.
All right, man. Thank you. Have a good one,
All
bro.
right, have a good one. All right, so that was Daiyaan Butt. He's an awesome prospect in the super lightweight division. He's 5-0 with 3 knockouts. His last 3 fights have been all knockouts to his opponents. So I was gonna have another guest, Joey. I'm gonna reach out to him, so I might get back on the live in a few minutes. I'm gonna shoot him a text to see if he's okay to talk. So we'll see what's going on. Brandon, what's up, man? Good to see you, bud. That's my cousin from Cali. He actually trains fighters too, so I'm glad that he got to watch and see some of the interviewers as well. I see Conquest on. Joe Doyle, I see you on. All right. So if I can't get Joey, I'll try to reschedule. Maybe next week I'll do. But if I can't get him, I'll be on at 12 o'clock tomorrow. I'm gonna have one of my buddies, Joe. Will Bubinick, sorry, no idea why I said Joe. Will Bubinick's going to be on. He actually has his own company that has to deal with special needs sports athletes. So it's going to be really interesting and a nice change up. And we will hear what Nebula has to do with that. And then at 5 o'clock, due to the West Coast time, I'm going to have Raging Babe, Michelle Rosado. She's going to give us an insight on what it's like to be a boxing promoter. The hustle and the grind, and then we'll talk about Philly Special as well, which is going to be one hell of a card. You guys don't want to miss it. I'm not just saying that because I got the fighters on here. Like, this is a really, really built card that took a lot of time and thought to build, and to get Philly fighters fighting each other, that's huge because you don't really see Philly fighters fighting each other. All right. Thank you so much for all tuning in. I will talk to you soon.